Hello. Today, we're exploring how different brains work, specifically autism and schizophrenia. Some brains are wired in unique ways, making the world feel different, not worse. This conversation is for everyone. Those with these experiences, their families, and the professionals who support them. We'll break down what autism and schizophrenia are, and what happens when they overlap. Our brains are like complex machines, each built a little differently. Some excel at math, some at art, some process the world visually, and some face extra challenges. When we talk about autism and schizophrenia, we're talking about specific kinds of brain wiring. There's a lot of misunderstanding out there. Let's replace fear with facts. People with these conditions have hopes, dreams, and strengths, just like anyone else. This is a safe place to learn and grow. Think of this as a map. We'll break down complex ideas into simple, understandable pieces. We'll look at autism, schizophrenia, and what it means to have both. There's always a path forward with the right tools and support. The world needs all kinds of minds. People with different brains have given us amazing things. Let's start by looking at the first piece of our puzzle, the autistic brain. Autism is a neurological difference, meaning the brain is wired differently from birth. It's not a disease and you can't catch it. Many autistic people like me think in pictures. When you say dog, I see every dog I've ever known. This makes thinking very concrete and visual, but abstract ideas and social rules can be confusing.
Sights, sounds, and textures can be overwhelming. A buzzing light or a scratchy shirt tag can feel unbearable. To cope, we might rock, flap our hands, or focus intensely on one thing. This is called stimming, and it helps us manage sensory overload.
Social interaction is often the biggest challenge. Many autistic people struggle with unwritten social rules, eye contact, or understanding jokes. It's not rudeness, it's just a different way of processing.
We often have to learn social skills step by step, like learning a formula.
But autism also comes with strengths: intense focus, honesty, attention to detail, and logical thinking. Many become experts in their interests, whether it's animals, trains, or computers. We see details others miss and can solve complex problems. Autism is a condition of challenges, but also of unique talents. The key is providing the right support so those talents can shine. Let's remember, every autistic person is different, and support should be personalized. Schizophrenia is a serious mental illness that affects how a person thinks, feels, and behaves. Unlike autism, it usually starts in the late teens or early adulthood. It's as if the brain's reality filter breaks, making it hard to tell what's real and what's not.
Psychosis is a main symptom. Hallucinations, like hearing voices, and delusions, strong false beliefs. These experiences feel completely real to the person, and it's not a choice.
Schizophrenia also has negative symptoms, like flat affect, showing little emotion, losing interest in life, or withdrawing from others. This isn't laziness, it's part of the illness.
Schizophrenia is not split personality, and people with it are rarely violent. They're more likely to be victims or to harm themselves. With the right treatment, especially medication, people can manage symptoms and live stable lives. The illness is a part of them, but doesn't define their whole existence.
Understanding and support are crucial. Early intervention and ongoing care make a big difference. Schizophrenia is a challenge to be managed, not a life sentence. Compassion and knowledge help break the stigma. Let's look at what happens when autism and schizophrenia occur together. Sometimes a person can have both autism and schizophrenia, a co-occurring diagnosis. Imagine navigating the world with an autistic brain, then adding schizophrenia's confusion and fear.
The social difficulties of autism can worsen with schizophrenia. Paranoia and suspicion may lead to deeper isolation. The sensory overload of autism can become extreme if schizophrenia causes hallucinations. The need for routine is disrupted by chaotic thoughts and psychosis.
These are two separate conditions. Autism is a developmental difference. Schizophrenia is a mental illness that develops later. One doesn't cause the other, but having an autistic brain may increase vulnerability to psychosis.
When both occur, specialized and careful support is essential. We must address the needs of both conditions at the same time. The world can feel like it's falling apart, but help is possible. Understanding the overlap is key to effective support. With the right care, people can find stability. Let's talk about what to look for.
It's hard to spot schizophrenia in someone already autistic. Many early signs look like autism getting worse. Social withdrawal is common in both, but a sudden, dramatic change is a warning sign. New, strange fears or suspicion of trusted people are red flags. The clearest sign is psychosis, hallucinations or delusions that aren't part of autism. If an autistic person starts having conversations with voices that aren't there, or believes in bizarre ideas, that's a sign. A big decline in functioning, losing routines, struggling with daily life, or neglecting hygiene signals something more than just autism.
If you're a parent, caregiver, or friend, trust your instincts. You know their baseline. If you see a dramatic shift, especially in late adolescence or early adulthood, seek professional help. Don't dismiss it as just autism. Look for changes in thinking, perception, and functioning. Keep a log of changes. This helps doctors make an accurate diagnosis. Early intervention is crucial. Getting help early can make a big difference. Diagnosing both autism and schizophrenia is like solving a tough puzzle. The symptoms can look similar. Flat affect, intense interests, or unusual speech can overlap, leading to diagnostic overshadowing. That's why you need a specialist, a team that understands both conditions. They'll take a detailed history, talk to the person and family, and separate lifelong autistic traits from new psychotic symptoms. The process is careful and methodical. Doctors use specific tools and questions to tell patterns apart. They'll rule out other medical conditions too. Getting the right diagnosis is critical. It shapes the entire treatment plan. If only autism is diagnosed, psychosis may go untreated. And incidentally, if only schizophrenia is diagnosed, autistic needs may be ignored. A dual diagnosis allows for a plan that addresses everything. It helps everyone understand the full picture. Accurate diagnosis is the first step to effective support. Once the diagnosis is clear, we can build a personalized support system.
The foundation is often medication, therapy, and structure, working together for stability. Medication is usually essential for schizophrenia, helping reduce hallucinations and delusions. Finding the right medication and dose takes time and close monitoring. For autism, medication may help with anxiety or depression, but not core traits.
Therapy is key: CBT for delusions, social skills training for autism, and occupational therapy for daily living.
Family therapy helps everyone communicate and support each other. Structure and routine are vital, especially for autistic brains. Predictable schedules reduce anxiety. Structure also helps manage schizophrenia, providing an anchor in chaos.
A supportive community, family, friends, support groups, makes all the difference. Connection and acceptance are vital for mental health. With the right tools, people can thrive. Let's talk about challenges and strengths. Living with both autism and schizophrenia is a daily journey full of challenges.
Managing sensory sensitivities while fighting intrusive thoughts is exhausting.
Stigma and misunderstanding can lead to isolation for both individuals and families.
The financial and emotional cost can be heavy, but resilience is remarkable.
People with these conditions have unique perspectives and deep empathy.
Many are creative, intelligent, and have a quirky sense of humor. With support, they can find joy in their interests and contribute meaningfully.
Focus on what's possible. A person with a dual diagnosis can have a good life, relationships, and purpose.
The goal isn't just to be and act normal. It's a life with purpose, connection, and joy. Finding the right environment lets strengths flourish and challenges be supported.
Never give up on seeing the potential in each person. With understanding and support, anything is possible. People helping people, it's powerful stuff. If you live with autism and schizophrenia, know this: you are not broken. Your life has value and meaning.
You are a survivor. Find people who see and support you. You're not alone.
Families and friends, your love and advocacy make all the difference. Take care of yourselves too.
Your support is the most important factor in your loved one's well-being.
As a society, we must fight stigma with education and compassion. We need more supportive housing, job opportunities, and accessible mental health care.
Everyone has a contribution to make. We're all part of the same human family.
We need logical, creative, and resilient minds. Every perspective matters.
People with autism and schizophrenia show us the strength of the human spirit. They teach us about perseverance and hope. Let's choose understanding over fear, acceptance over judgment. Together, we can build a world with a place for everyone. Thank you for joining us in the All Abilities Corner. Let's keep learning, supporting, and growing together.